Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my monthly review for this week's issue of the Walking Dead comic book series. This week was released The Walking Dead issue 119, which is part 5 of 12 for the All Out War story arc. Alright, so I just got finished reading All Out War part 5 of 12, so we have 7 issues left in the series, and oh man, it has been really exciting. I really enjoyed this one. So basically we start off the issue and we take up pretty much where we left off. They're dealing with the fact that Ezekiel lost his attack on one of Negan's outposts. By the way, this will contain spoilers for anyone who's not read up to date on the Walking Dead comic book series. I may ruin some things for you, so because there are some character deaths and some things that are happening right now. Of course, last week we saw the death of Eric, who is Aaron's gay partner. Yes. I like the line here. They say that they used to joke that they're the last gay couple alive in a zombie apocalypse. So we've got that. We have basically Ezekiel. He's crying. He's kind of losing himself. He's questioning himself. He's doing all the things you would think to do after such a significant loss, where basically everybody he brought with him, except I believe they said 5, are dead or unaccounted for, so are either zombies or are lost from the group. And he even lost his tiger already. So that didn't take a whole long time. I'm still thinking that the tiger is going to make her way back. She was going to make her way back to him somehow. The cat came back type thing. I still think she's out there somewhere. I really don't see, let's say that the zombie virus, when they bite a tiger, it doesn't infect a zombie tiger, the same way it infects humans, which from now, up until now, that's our understanding, that it doesn't affect animals the way it affects humans. So, for example, we never see zombie squirrels or zombie dogs or anything of the sort. It's not Resident Evil. So a zombie tiger, no. So let's assume even if Shiva gets bitten a couple times by the walkers that were mauling her, or the group, they're frail. She would probably be able to just crush them in one swoop, one at a time, right? Because even a human being, if you got mauled by a big tiger, you'd be in the ER. You'd be close. I mean, they could kill you, obviously, right? But a zombie, one swoop, and she would just be messing them up so bad they would just break to pieces, I would think, one at a time. So I still think she's out there somewhere, even though they're kind of doing this whole she's dead thing. I don't buy it. I still think she's alive somewhere. But Ezekiel's bumming because he lost basically all his men, people that he considered to be family at this point, that he lived with, that helped him build the kingdom. So he's really questioning himself. Michonne gives him a nice pep talk as she punches him in the face, telling him that the people of the kingdom need him now more than ever, basically. And Michonne, she throws punches, and she's, the physicality with her is almost instantaneous. She's not much of a talker in the comic book series. She's more of just a take action type person. So, but I do think, of course, it will help Ezekiel because he does need to be kind of back in the game. Plus, now here's one thing. He's there with them, isn't he? Yeah. He's there in Alexandria right now with them. So is Rick. So is the rest of the group that went out with him. Carl, Andrea. So everybody we care about, with the exception of Maggie. And I don't know, do we care about Gregory? Not really. But with the exception of Maggie, everybody else we care about is at Alexandria right now at this current time, except Eugene. He's off making bullets or whatever, at least as far as we know, in his factory. So that's cool. And I was thinking this was going to be more of like a talking issue. We probably wouldn't get much action. And then we hear the bang, and the house is on fire. They come outside, and then Rick peeks over the fence as he's in the midst of planning his defense measures for the counterattack that Negan is sure to bring. And basically, next thing we find out, grenades are going over the wall, and Negan, or at least one, and Negan is right outside on top of one of those. Was it a car or a truck? I forget exactly. Car or a truck. and is basically calling Rick out. Now this was a nice one here. I like the end. So that was really exciting right there. That just that made my hair stand on end on my arms. It was really, really, really exciting. I enjoyed that very much. And then of course we see him presumably hand over Holly as somewhat of a Trojan zombie. Which was interesting because we never seen anything like that before. He puts a bag over her head, so you don't know that she's a walker, basically, right? She looks fine in terms of her body. She doesn't have any kind of a bruising or body parts missing or anything of the sort. No guts hanging out or anything like that. And then he basically passes her over to Rick, telling Rick that he only wants to talk, and uses it as somewhat of a Trojan horse after they open the gates to let her in, and then they take off the hood, and she is a walker, immediately attacks their doctor, Denise, and bites her on the arm. So that's 2. So in this issue we got basically 2 deaths, or seemingly, because Denise is going to die now that she's been bitten, and Holly, of course, is already dead. And then, without any further dialogue, Negan basically says to attack. So, I like the strategy. It's an interesting strategy to do something like that, to trick someone and give them back a person that's a part of their group, but have them hooded so they don't know that that's actually a walker inside. And in the heat of the moment, you probably wouldn't think so either. You probably just, okay, yeah, get her in here type thing. But you would think, too, at this stage, Negan doesn't want to talk anymore. He knows he has to kill Rick, and he has to basically kill everybody in Alexandria. It's going to be a genocide. There's no way he can leave any of them alive, any stone unturned. He's going to have to just exterminate them all, because otherwise, if he just kills Rick or he just kills somebody else, just like with Aaron, they're going to want revenge. And that was a good line from Aaron, too. Pretty badass line. The only one we've ever had from him, which is basically when he says, I won't be okay until all those MFers are dead. So that was good. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Art, as always, was on point. I like the splash page of Negan standing there, calling him out. The grenade was a good idea. That's true. That would be effective because inside Alexandria, they're all kind of caged in, right? So if they were to just start wheeling grenades, over the wall, they would kind of be trapped, and I bet you that would be pretty effective if they knew where they were. So be interesting to hear what happens now. We do have 7 parts left, so I imagine Rick will have to somehow hightail it out of there, or retreat, or just something. Maybe go to the kingdom, or I really don't think that them being caught off guard like this, they're going to be able to defend Alexandria like this, because the gates, Negan probably will be able to ram them down, I would think. And it looks like he has the advantage in terms of manpower right now anyway. We don't know how many fighters Rick has and the survivors have at Alexandria right now, because, of course, their number in total, Ezekiel's guys was a huge portion of that, and it seems like they were all wiped out, basically, or some of them may be back at the kingdom in defense mode, just in case, right? And then, of course, Gregory's men at the hilltop, they are kind of out there, and we don't know exactly what's going to happen with them. Maggie did give them a pep talk and kind of call them a pussy and everything for not doing anything, but it's possible we could see them come to Alexandria or something and help out, any moment, that type of thing, which might be a direction where Kirkman's going. I don't know. It's really hard to say because we have so many parts of this war left, and it seems like Negan's almost got Rick in a checkmate already. So we'll see what happens with it. Very interesting issue, very exciting, obviously, enthralling, and I like the deaths. I like the twist with Holly, because she was a pretty cool character we had in the series, getting involved with the whole love triangle thing with Abraham and Rosita, even though we've seen that kind of, basically, that storyline has ended, right, of course, and especially with her now. I guess it makes sense. There really wouldn't be much of a purpose for her. It seems like that was her purpose, to sort of serve as a, the drama with Abraham and Rosita to add to that, which I did like. I thought she was a good character, and I liked how Kirkman used her. And of course, it's a war. There's going to be casualties, and we need to see some on Rick's side too. So far, Denise, Holly, and Eric, right? So that's at least 3. So that feels legit, feels good. You know, The Walking Dead, it doesn't ever let down, and it feels to me like it's always realistic. You know, sometimes you'll read stories or watch movies or TV shows or whatever, where there will be a war, and then on the particular side of the protagonist, you won't have anybody die. And it's just like, or anybody they care about anyway, or anybody that means anything won't die during that war. It doesn't feel legit. It doesn't make sense. So I really like Kirkman's writing in that he always makes it feel legit because there are casualties on both sides, and there are people that are close to Rick and to our main characters that do die also. You know, and that really makes it feel legit. So we'll see what happens with the rest of the All Out War story arc. I've been really enjoying it, and I'm really wondering where they're going to go when it's all finished. Is Negan going to be killed off? Is Rick going to be killed off? I'll tell you right now, Negan definitely looks like he has the upper hand. So anyway, another great issue. I'm going to give this one a perfect 10 out of 10. I thought it was great. It had some nice little slow points at the beginning, feeling for Aaron, feeling for Ezekiel, and then, of course, the excitement building at the end and the whole little trick that Negan played on Rick to get it started. Zombie Trojan horse or zombie bomb? No, not zombie. Yeah, zombie horse. I like it. So that's good. Anyway, let me know what you guys thought about issue 119. I loved it. Every issue just makes me, I can't wait to read the next issue. I'll call it here. That's it for this video, guys. I'll see you for the next one. This is Trev, and I'm saying peace.